Aloha, I'm Kiana, and here are today's top news headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. The battleship Missouri at Pearl Harbor was the site of a solemn ceremony today to mark the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. U.S. Secretary of Defense Mark Esper and about a dozen World War II veterans who live in Hawaii attended the ceremony on the historic battleship where the Japanese formally surrendered on September 2, 1945. The surrender ended the deadliest conflict in the history of mankind. Between 50 and 80 million people died in the war. On that September day in 1945, more than 800 aircraft flew over the Missouri in a massive show of force. Today, more than a dozen vintage fighters and bombers shipped to Oahu for the occasion conducted the flyover. The coronavirus pandemic greatly reduced the scope of today's ceremony, and only local veterans could attend the commemoration. Hawaii health officials announced that another person with COVID-19 on Oahu has died, bringing the statewide death toll to 75. Hawaii also counted another 339 new infections today, but the health department said 90 of those cases were from late last month. They said that an error delayed the reporting of those 90 cases. The state has become a hot spot for the pandemic recently, with a total of 20 deaths being reported in the last 7 days alone. The spike in cases has led to increased coronavirus testing by federal and local authorities. The state plans to shut down H3 Freeway for the second time this week in order to conduct drive-through COVID testing. For more information or to register for a test, go to doineedacovid19test.com. Finally, today, a federal judge has postponed the drug trafficking trial of a Kauai County councilman and 11 of his co-defendants. Councilman Arthur Brunn is accused of leading a drug trafficking ring on the Garden Isle. Brunn has pleaded not guilty to several charges in the case and was scheduled to go to trial next month. But a federal judge decided to move the case to February due to the pandemic and because of the complex nature of the case. Prosecutors accuse Brunn of supplying guns, conspiracy, and assault of a law enforcement officer. Brunn's attorney opposed the delay because his client is in the Honolulu Federal Detention Center. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, and we'll see you tomorrow.